Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today we're going to call this Tuesday tea. Even though we're not drinking tea, we're drinking lime water. I forgot what flavor was in here. Drinking lime water. We are double dosing and triple dosing the water, and it's num nums. So it's Tuesday. Tuesday tea with cinnamon. I have some yarn to add to the Joann's bucket. At this point, I'm almost tired of saying the word Joann's. Everybody's talking about Joann's. And I'm not gonna hate. I mean, haters gonna hate, but I ain't gonna hate on Joann's. They're going out of business. I was sent yarn from Joann's. And no, this is not the sapphire yarn, but rest assured, my people came through. I actually had several people reach out and be like, I have sapphire, I'll send it to you. I have sapphire, I'll send it to you. I already sent you some sapphire. I already sent you some sapphire. I saw a sapphire and Culpeper. You want me to get it? So I have the best subscriber friends in the whole world because they always look out for me. I actually told a bunch of people, like, no, I'm good, because I did get a couple shipping notifications saying that something was coming, so I'm gonna assume at least one of those, it has the sapphire, which I need to finish this thing that I'm working on. So to those of you that reached out to me, thank you for looking, thank you for offering, and for those who did send it, thank you for sending. This is not that. None of this is sapphire. Although Mr. Cinnamon did pop into Joann's for me because I'm working on something else that I'm running out of yarn in, and we have been successful in that arena. I chose not to go in, several reasons. Didn't have a bra on, didn't have shoes on, I had my slippers on, and I didn't want to go in. So he popped into Joann's for me. He found some yarn I wanted, and we called it a day. And he was offended by the prices at Joann's, which is hilarious. He saw 4 skeins of yarn just cost me $20. Now this is a man who does not do any kind of yarn crafts. He knows yarn prices, okay? I'm a little proud of what he does know about yarn. He's pretty good. If you've ever seen videos with the two of us together, he knows fiber content somewhat. He knows what I do and do not like. He does the touch test. He knows if it feels icky to me, that he knows what to look for if it's going to feel icky. My husband and my son are arguing. They're cleaning. They do not get along well when they're doing chores. So if you hear that, that's life. It's in the evening. I'm actually recording this on the weekend, which I don't generally do, but I really wanted to play with my yarn. So that's why we're doing this today. So this was sent from Suzanne in Cut Off, Louisiana. And she put the yarn in a scented garbage bag, which I'm here for this, okay? And the reason I'm here for that, felt like something was in the corner. That's just the bag is rolled up. Garbage. I'm here for this, and these actually smell really good. You have to tell me what kind of bags these are or what the fragrance is, because my scented garbage bags have a different color thing, and they don't smell this good. I really like the smell of this garbage bag. My garbage bags are very scented. They're I'm not sure what kind they are, but they're a little too strong. I really like these ones. Oh, there's writing. Let's see if we can see in here. Let's see. No. It just says don't do not put the bag near your face. Actually, it says there's a risk of suffocation. Keep this bag away from babies and children. Do not use this bag in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. Why would you put a garbage bag, and this is not a toy. Why would you, here, go play with the garbage bag, go to bed, take the garbage bag to bed. It does smell really nice though. Well, I'm stupid. I'm excited about a scented garbage bag. Like, it doesn't take much to please me. That's the real tea. Scented garbage bags make me happy, especially if they're not like too strong. Also, oh, she said it was double bagged so it doesn't get wet. hence the scented garbage bag. But I also mentioned scented garbage bags in a previous video. How I stuck the buffalo in a scented garbage bag and it took some of the odor out, and the buffalo smells nice, and I didn't have to wash it or anything. And it's still pretty dingy, but it smells a lot better by putting it in a garbage. I don't recommend that because if you close the bag up and you seal it in plastic, like condensation, mold, stuff like that, it can build up. But like short term, it does work. And so somebody, and I don't know who it was, commented, scented garbage bags, that's genius. So I was like, I mean. And then when I went into the P.O. box, little man always goes with me. Little man is 10. He's he likes going in and opening the box. And so my actual post office box is too short, like even like this would have to be bent to be in there. So the box is only, I want to say 2 by 3. It's a real small box. So when I get a package, it goes into another locker and they put a key in my mailbox. So we got to take the key and then we go treasure hunting and find where the key matches up to the box, which he loves to do because, I mean, that's fun. It's fun for me to do it. And I'm 45. 10-year-old loves doing it. And I pulled it out. I said, ooh, this feels like yarn. And he goes, oh, nothing for me. And so then I opened it. I said, it's definitely yarn. And he went, oh, not that he does not need anything. And the bottom of the letter, she wrote, P.S. Hi, Lucas. And his whole face lit up. So thank you for putting that in there because that, that tickled him. He doesn't require a lot either, apparently. She said, please accept these few balls of yarn. I know they will suit you better than me. Love your videos and life stories. From Suzanne. So what she sent me, I am super, super happy about. I do have a couple of these. Because I did a review on the WeCrochet, We Knit, or whatever it's called, yarn. And then when this came out, this looked like a dupe of that yarn. So I have the gray. I think I have the white too. This is the gray. Look at that. I'm so happy because now I can make myself a sweater or something big. Because I already have, I have one of the gray. And so now I have 3 of the gray. And I think I have one of the white rainbow. I also have, I don't remember what other colors I have of this. I have like the dark, I think it's dark blue. I think I have 4 colors, but I only have 1 ball of each. So now I have 4 of this, I believe, and 3 of this. And I will absolutely put these in a project together. I have no problem with that if I need it. So this is the Big Twist Supernova. And the gray one is called Rainbow Meteorite. If you know Cinema Stitches, I love rainbow. Rainbow is my favorite color. And then this one is called Milky Way Galaxy, which is the white version of the rainbow. So great. Grainbow and rainbow and grainbow. Beautiful. And they smell like the garbage bag. It smells like laundry. Oh, I love that. This one smells a little different than this one. So I think I'm picking up like house smell on that one. Definitely. I know I'm weird. I like smelling good stuff. So thank you so much, Suzanne. That made me ridiculously happy. I was having one of those days where I was like, all right, I'm tired. Now here's what happened. I went to the P.O. box. Isn't that so pretty? I went to the P.O. box on the day I administered the test to little man that I talked about in Monday's video. Now let me tell you, I woke up tired. It's the wrong time of night. It's just been a day. So anyway, what was I saying? So I woke up and I wasn't feeling real hot, and I knew I had to administer the test, and I predicted it was going to take way longer than it did. I was working it up that we were going to have to take a lunch break, and we were going to have to, because I've never been in the school with him when he's done these tests, and I know how he is with school. Like, after a very short amount of time, he gets bored and he gets twitchy and he gets like fidgety, and he has to get up to pee and he has to get up to get a snack, and like if it's over a certain amount of time, we both get irritated with each other. And I had the whole thing planned out. It might take 2 or 3 days to do these testing because the test was like extensive. And he is so my kid. He looks at me. I was like, do you need a break after the first section of like language arts? And he's all, no, I just want to get this done. I was like, I think we might need a break. Like, let's just have a breather. He's all, no, and he already had the reading section opened up. And the way he does schoolwork is he does the stuff he doesn't like first. And he used to do the stuff he loved first, but then he realized like he's saving the worst for last. And so now he saves his favorite subjects for last, science, for example. And so he did the language arts and the reading first because those are not his strong suits. Like, he is very much math and science oriented. He is absolutely no doubt he's going to be an engineer of some type. I mean, it's his passion. It's been his passion since he was like 4. Everything technological, like learning how things work. He's absolutely going to be some sort of engineer or something in the STEM fields. And so I was like, I mean, all right. But then I gave him a couple snacks. Like he did in, I think, 4 hours what I anticipated was going to take at least 2 days, because he just muscled through. And with him muscling through, he was using every bit of his brain power, and he kicks out digits and numbers and math in his head like faster than I can read the question. I'm not going to go into the whole testing thing, but like, it was physically and emotionally exhausting. I don't know why. Like, it was using up all of our brain power. It was like being patient with each other. It was crazy. Like, we were both so worn out. Like, it took everything out of us to get through those tests. And I say we because I very much take schooling as a partnership with him. I'm in it with him. Like, I read the questions along with him. I do the math in my head much slower than he does alongside him. So if he has a question, I know how to answer it. I look stuff up on my phone so that I know how to answer it properly if he has something he's stumbling on. Like, and this is with school, not just the test. Like, like, we do it together. And so that's kind of the way I tackled it. I did not give him any answers. I read everything along with him to make sure that he was reading it enough that he understood it. And then, like, we did it, you know. We were tired. And so I'm literally sitting at the desk after this happened, and he went upstairs about his own business. And I was like, I'm really ready to go to bed for the entire night. And it was, I want to say it was 3 o'clock. And I told Mr. Sim, I was like, can you please take me to the post office so I can pick up the package I got alerted was there? And he's all, yeah. And so I was like, we went over there and I opened this beautiful yarn. He's all, is there anywhere else you want to go? And I was like, well, I kind of want to go to Joann's because you saw it Monday's video. I'm making a bag for my daughter's car, and I don't have enough of the jelly bean yarn, and I would just like another skein or two to make sure that I can make the bag full size and have a handle on it. And I said, but I can't go in. And he's like, why? I was like, because I don't have a bra on. He's all, you have a hoodie on, it'll be fine. No, it won't, because it's obvious. It's blatantly obvious, okay? They hang low. They sway to and fro, okay? And plus I had slippers on, and I don't like going, my mom wore her house shoes everywhere, and I don't like going in public with my house shoes on because I feel like I'm picking up germs and then bringing them home and tracing through the house with them. So I will wear them to and from the car. And I guess I wore them in the post office, which, like, everybody goes to the post office, so I guess I picked up germs there, but I don't know. I figured because there's not anybody there, it's safer. But yeah, I don't wear my house shoes to, like, stores. I don't do that. And so I sent him in, and I was like, look for the jelly bean in the real dark blue color. And I sent him a picture of that. I said, if not, I'll settle for the red, which is called Sizzlin' Cinnamon, which he acquired the goods. He found 2 Sizzlin' Cinnamon. So this is the jelly bean yarn. When it first came out, it was like $2.99 a ball, and now it's like $6 a ball, which I'm not real happy about, but I wanted to finish the project. I am so done shopping at Joann's, and I keep saying that, but I just really wanted enough to finish her bag And then from henceforward, once the sapphire is acquired to finish that, I'm so done saying the name Joann's. We know this is a lie, okay? I just don't have any intentions of going over there. I'm not shopping because I don't feel like there's anything there that I desperately need. I really wanted enough of the jelly bean to finish her bag though. And that's why I'm trying to make Joann's projects now while there's still maybe an option to get some of the yarns, because I know in the future that's not going to happen. But what's going to happen is, because I will not, so many people told me, get the sapphire on Amazon. Like so many people, it's $12 on Amazon. I am not on principle paying $12 for basic acrylic. I'm not going to, I love you so much for looking that up for me, but that is not going to happen in this lifetime. I'm not doing it. I have a hard time. Mr. Cinnamon had a hard time paying $6 for this. I'm going to be real honest. Like, he was so offended, and I just laughed. I was like, I know, but I needed it. All right, so like I said, this is Sizzling Cinnamon. So hopefully I only need one more for her bag, and then I can keep one, because the name Sizzling Cinnamon makes me happy. Oh, this was $5.24. And then I asked him, I said, while you're there, can you just see if they have the darker pink of the Totally Tweed yarn? And this is Totally Tweed in the color Girls Night Out. Because I have the purple and I have the light pink, and I wanted the dark pink to go with it. So these were $7 almost, $6.74 for the two of these. And had I known that, I probably would have told him never mind, because again, these came out at $2.99. So yeah, we're done with Joann. I must have got a whiff of the garbage bag again. I was like, ooh, something smells good. Poor Bentley. So this is, we bought these because I have plans for these, and it's better to have the extra so that I don't have to go searching once again. So this was not an impulse buy. It was not a panic buy. It was not a, oh, Joann's going out of business, I better get it. No, it was none of that. And we definitely overpaid, because it came out to $25.24 for 4 balls of yarn, which is absolutely astonishing. And I'm not here for that. And neither is my husband, who footed the bill. But yeah, there are projects lined up for both of those yarns. That is my justification. Oh, I also wanted to say, I have had people say to both of these yarns in a couple of different videos, I am shocked you don't have a problem using the jelly bean yarn, because they found it rough. It does not feel real great in the skein. Like, it's not real soft in the skein. And even this is the jelly bean yarn that I made a do-rag out of. This blue, not real soft. Even working it up was not real soft. So I understand where she was coming from saying that. She was surprised I could use the jelly bean yarns with my skin problems. And I said, it's not real soft. That is true. It is not real soft. It does not bother my skin. Matter of fact, I am about this far on Juju's bag, so it's like this big. And I keep squishing it because it feels so delicious worked up. Like, it's so squishy and soft, and like this in the skein, it does not feel real great. Worked up, totally different yarn. It's really crazy, and it does not at all bother. Like, look, we got no marks. There's no blisters, and the one place that I get blisters first is right here, and there's nothing going on there. The scar tissue, because that's where the eczema starts every time. But yeah, I really like that. And then another person said that they didn't like this yarn. I think that's what it was. I'm surprised you like that. She said something about this yarn. This yarn is soft. And I have said that I like working with the yarn with the bumps on it. It's fun to play with. And I have some vintage Premier yarns that look like this, except it was a thick yarn, and I don't have any clue where it's at. It's in a bucket somewhere. But it's like a thick yarn. It had the real big, it's called Flowers. Had the real big Tweety bits on it. Love that. And then when the Premier a couple years ago released the Flowers yarn in Dollar Trees, it was the smaller balls. Loved that yarn. The problem with using this kind of yarn with the big tweedy bits is you need a hook big enough to fit these through, or even your needles. When I knit with this kind of stuff on my knitting machine, or if I knit with my needles, the puffy bits always seem to end up on the purl side. Like if I'm doing stockinette. Is this stockinette? I can never remember. It's when you knit one side, purl the other side. Okay, when you do that, it always, the bumps always seem to end up on the purl side. So it would probably be better to do garter stitch with this type of yarn if you're going to knit with it. And I wouldn't use it in a knitting machine because these can get tangled up and stuck, and they always end up on the purl side. So unless you want the purl side on the outside of your head or scarf or whatever. And keep in mind, so this says that it's a 4-weight, and it recommends 4.5 knitting needles and 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I would probably use a 6 or a 7 millimeter, just so that those very easily slide through the hoop or the loops or the knots or whatever you want to call it. So that is my Joann's yarn for this week. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be real honest, the reason I like making the Joann's video is because right now Joann's is so hot and my views on all of the Joann's videos are up. Some reason if I put Joann in the title, people click on the video. So that's another justification for this $25. I will make it back in revenue on the video. So it's free yarn by Girl Math. And thank you once again, Suzanne, because I love this yarn so much. And I really wish I had had more when I was packing up the Joann stuff. There's a couple yarns that I come across and I'm like, oh, I really wish I would have got more of that. I wish I would have had more of that. And it's not that I'm desperate to have more of those yarns. And this is things I'm thinking. I didn't say this out loud, I don't think. I really like the colorways of these. The yarn is soft-ish. It's actually, the gray is not as soft as the white. But I just really want to wear rainbow. I don't know why wearing rainbow makes me so happy. Like when I was, I want to say 15 or 16, I had this best friend, Laura. She was so freaking competitive with everything. She was friends with me because she felt like she was better than me. We were both fat. We were both about the same size, but she had real small chest. And so when we went homecoming shopping one year, she got a smaller size dress, and we tried on the same dresses because like there was not options for fat girl for homecoming. And we tried on the same size, and she needed a smaller size than me. And she was like bragging like, ooh, I'm a smaller size than you. And I said, babe, you're only smaller than me because you have really small boobs. And so like that's just the way our friendship was back then. And we went to Kmart one time, and I had like all of $25. Her parents had money, mine did not. There's another thing she thought she was better than me with. I have another story about her. I'm gonna tell that in a minute. It involves Kroger. All right, so we went in, and I was like, oh, I fell in love with this short outfit, and it was within my price range, you know, because like I couldn't afford the clothes she could afford. And so I don't even know if she shopped at Kmart. She probably shopped at like Meijer, or like, because Meier's more expensive. It was an upgrade from Kmart. So I bought this rainbow outfit, and I was like, why don't you get one too, and then we can dress up like each other for twin day. Because people always thought we were sisters because we were the same size. Like we were the same height, same build. I just was more endowed than her. And so she's like, fine. And then she bought it because like she had money. It wasn't a big deal. And so we wore it for twin day, and she never wore it again. And I was like, why don't you wear that? She's all, because it's ugly, it's tacky. And that's what this reminds me of, is because it was white short set t-shirt and shorts, but it was like tie-dyed rainbow threw up all over it, and it was my cup of tea all day long. Thanks again, Suzanne. I really love that, and I was not expecting that. I'm so happy with that. And thanks to Mr. Cinnamon for getting me my sizzling cinnamon yarn so I could finish Juju's bag, and then the Totally Tweed, because the Totally Tweed is going to go into, I want to make a sweater or something with it. And I want it to be pretty and colorful and the Tweety bits, and like I already got it pictured in my head what I want it to look like, so that might be a tutorial on the channel. But of course, with anything, you don't have to use that totally Tweety yarn, because I know not everybody likes it. You can use whatever 4-weight you have on hand. You don't even have to buy anything new. Like when I promote a yarn, I'm like, hey, this works really good for this. You don't have to use that yarn. You never do. And don't let nobody tell you anything different. You do not need that specific yarn unless you want it to look exactly like that. And with that, I'm going to let you go. And tomorrow, we will open this. A lot of you already know what this is because I posted what this was, but I posted my a screenshot of my order, and so a lot of you already know what's in here. And this seems too small for what I ordered, so I guess we're gonna have to open it and make sure everything is in here. It might not be too small. No, it might be perfect. So we'll open this tomorrow. We'll have a PL on a Wednesday, and I'll show you that. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.